Catan, you are in the desolate tundra. You watch from a distance all the goings on at the camp. How's Catan feeling right now?
Well, you kind of told me that once I absorbed Glace's powers, I kind of became like cold and distant. So
Yes.
I think that he's watching this with like, it's more like nostalgia for him. Like he remembers having strong feelings towards all of these people. But it's more like you're watching a movie that you've seen 100 times where like, yeah, this is the part where I remember being sad, you know, but it just doesn't really hit you like it did before. It doesn't mean that you don't connect with it or find it meaningful or enjoyable. It's just expected.
As you are sitting there, you kind of splash the puddle away that you were looking through as everything kind of finishes up, and you stand up, kind of pat the snow off of your clothes as you turn back towards the ice temple and start to make your way into the top portion of it. As you enter the temple with all these broken all the broken chairs, the pedestal on the far end, walking through, you kind of have these flashbacks of the party going through the first time and the second. You see Leaf and Awen's like these visages of them kind of running in, and you see Boral. And as you're kind of watching these visions with almost the lack of emotion behind it, you hear this like whirling sound behind you as you turn around and you see a portal open up. One that you've seen many times as Hagar's portal. And you see Hagar step through. And behind him, you see Emmy step through it as well. Hagar walks over to one of the broken chairs and kind of dusts it off and sits down. See him pull a pipe out, put some duckweed in it, and take a match and strike it as he lights it and starts to smoke on the pipe.
I'm sorry, there's no smoking in here.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. So, Catan, looks like you did the thing, huh?
He looks at Emmy, and I think he's pretty good. I mean, even though he has this like broken connection with people's emotions, I think he's pretty good at like being able to like fake his normal behaviors because he's done them for so long. You know, like I said, it's just like, let me just reenact that normal thing I can do. And he looks at her and he smiles and he says, "Yes, I did what I had to. Not what I wanted to do, but what needed to be done."
That's all you can really do, man. Let me tell you, as someone that's been around the block a few times, all you can really do is your best.
Yes, hopefully, with what we have done, we'll find a way to maintain some sort of balance, prevent these things from happening again.
Emmy takes a few steps towards you as she isn't really making eye contact with you yet. She's kind of like looking down at your feet. As she gets within a few feet, she looks up to you and sees all the changes that have occurred. You know, your pure white eyes, your hair turning gray, or I guess white.
I'm trying out a new look.
You see her crack a smile at that, and then she lunges forward, outstretching her arms and hugging you. I'm so glad you're alive.
Me too. Yes, I think we did it. This isn't what I had in mind, but I suppose it's better than world domination from your sister, a half-sister. I assume Hagar updated you on what had happened?
I felt it. Did she suffer?
I think for a good portion of her life she had suffered. But in the end, no. She actually looked quite content.
She lets go of you and kind of takes a few steps back, as you can kind of see her twiddling her fingers a little bit. And she looks back up to you. So, what are you going to do now, Catan?
First, I'm probably going to take this armor off because I've been wearing it for about 10 years or something. Maybe use the bathroom. These are things that I haven't actually done for an exceedingly long period of time.
Yeah, we need to get you in a bath.
Right. I don't, as a paladin and as a god now, I don't think I can have BO.
That is one of the perks, permanent deodorant.
Yeah, like you can't suffer from disease. I would assume that like halitosis and BO and stuff, I feel like that falls under a disease. But yes, there's some vinegar situations going on here. We need to take care of this.
Gross.
Vinegar situations?
Yeah, what?
I don't want to know.
Why
He's been wearing armor for 10 years.
Ew.
Oh. You take care of it, though.
Right?
I slept with my armor on.
I've cast Precious Digitation on us many times to clean up.
Yes, but how many times specifically on my balls?
I started with the balls and worked my way out. Middle out, Ben.
Which is how it should be done.
Great advice, ladies. Start there.
Always start with the balls and then work your way out.
Work your way up.
He steps forward and literally out of his armor. Like he melds through it almost. I get the impression that his armor is now ice.
Yeah.
It may look like metal, but it is in turn now ice. And he just kind of like walks out of it and is normally clothed.
Yeah, what's your normal
Completely
cloak?
naked. No.
Just birthday suiting it up?
No, I mean, people underneath armor wear like padding and leather and stuff. Otherwise it digs into you. So he still has like, you know, the undercoating of what he was wearing on.
But he's got little boxer shorts that have hearts on them.
They have little smite katana emojis with hearts. Yeah.
Some tinks on the back.
Yeah. Just one tank right in the middle.
What is it, like those the juicy shorts? Just says tink on the back and stuff.
Yeah, no, he just walks right out of it and then kind of looks back at it and looks at her and goes, I won't lie, I didn't know I could do that.
Sure, there's a lot of things that you'll find over time.
I'm sort of... It's strange. All of a sudden, once I connected with the power of Glace, which I guess is the power of Catan now? I don't know. I'm not sure how that works, but with
We'll
the
workshop
Ice
that.
Titan's abilities, it's like I immediately knew how to do or how to control them. But like I had forgotten at the same time. Like trying to remember a combination or ride a horse or something that you haven't done forever. I mean, you know you can do it, but it takes a minute to kind of figure it out. So I'm contending with a lot of information in my head right now. But it feels natural. I am not sure. I don't think I have to live here. I'm a literal god. I can do whatever I want. But oddly enough, I don't really want to do anything.
Can I make a suggestion? Why don't we go home? To your home.
Yeah, we could do that. I don't... You mean my old farm?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I can make like a sick ass like ice cabin here. Like we can totally just... I guess we could move around, I suppose. This would be like our winter home.
She reaches out and grabs onto your hand. Catan, I know you're pretty much immortal now. Or godly. I don't quite understand that portion of it. And I know I won't be here with you for all that time. But I would like to spend my life with you. If that's okay.
Yeah, of course. That sounds wonderful. Accept your proposal? Is that how this works?
Hagar stands up. Yeah, I mean, pretty much this point.
How does the marriage system work in this world? Do we usually get like married in a church underneath God? Because they left. So...
Not all of them.
No, he attempts to like connect with Sonore in his head.
Oh no, she's gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I was specifically told they were going to leave, and they seem to be gone now.
Well, there's certain gods that don't really give a shit about what the other gods want to do. You know,
I fucking knew it. I knew it. I absolutely knew it.
And then there's certain gods that just want to have fun. You know.
And gods just want to have fun. Oh, gods just don't want to have fun.
They really wanna.
They just wanna.
All right. Who's left?
Well, it's just me.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. Who are you?
That's a long story.
I have all eternity.
Well, we can get into it later.
I guess I'm not that surprised. Fine, Hagar. So are you also immortal?
Yeah. I mean, loosely.
At least I'll have someone to drink with. Wait, can I still get drunk? Oh my god, I can't get drunk, can I?
Well, no, there's something. Trust me. You're not going to like the taste of it, though.
I have a constitution score of 38.
I never said that you're going to get sick from it. I just said you're not going to like the taste of it. Hagar stands up. He taps out his pipe. Look, I'll leave you two to your reunion. I'm going to go back to the tower. Hang out. If you want that drink, you know where to find me.
Hagar, I really don't know what to say to you because you have been an enormous help and totally unforthcoming, have pretty much manipulated and lied your way throughout this series of events in order to get us to where we need to be. As we mentioned beforehand, refuse to elaborate on any of it, and are now just going to leave. So, thanks, but also fuck you a little bit. I feel like you seemed like you know what was happening and just sort of refused to help us more than you did. It's almost like you only gave us enough assistance in order to create like this drama that kind of kept going. Is this just a story for you?
One of many, Catan. One of many. You'll understand.
I still think you're kind of an asshole.
Yeah, well, so are you.
Yeah, okay. Takes one to know one. Fair enough. I'll talk to you later. Do we like exchange numbers or something? Or do I just can I just show up inside your tower? Do you mind? You know when I'm coming, don't you?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. We don't have to belabor this. Great. Okay. I'm gonna go with I look over Emmy wife.
You see her face light up when you say that, and she just kind of nods her head excitedly.
Okay, you asked to live together for our entire lives. It seems like,
well, my entire life, yeah.
Well, great. I'm gonna go with my wife, my new wife.
My wife.
my new wife.
My new wife.
And try to live happily ever after. So, bye. I'm going to leave. This is mine now. He kind of like gestures to the surrounding ice temple.
Yeah, no, I get it. One thing,
you can
Catan.
stay if you wish to. I don't know if I have any pets that you need to feed.
No, I'm gonna go. Just one last thing, Catan. Enjoy the small things. You got a long road ahead of you.
As he says that, in his head, all that echoes is his own thought saying, all things are small things. I think that's good advice.
And Hagar opens up a portal and walks through it, leaving you and Emmy alone in the temple.
And he looks back at Emmy and he goes, and he points at the portal as it closes and he says, you know I'm going to have to deal with him for all eternity, right?
Yeah. Could be worse.
I mean, I guess Bull will be there too. Oh, that's going to be a wild reunion.
So do you want to stay here for a time, or do we go now? Or I don't really know how this work. Do we need to get rings? Can you make a ring?
I can make ice rings. It might be kind of cold on your finger.
That's fine.
No, I think it would be damaging to your body. Medicine check. Can I just put a ice band on somebody for all eternity? No, we can get rings. I can figure that out. Honestly, we can do whatever you want. I don't really have any particular. Listen, when you suddenly realize that you're going to be alive for all eternity, like I can catch up on my stories later.
There is actually one thing I wanted to do.
Oh God, woman, really? Geez, just leave me alone. No, I'm kidding. This is going to be fun, you and I doing this. Catan is still trying to be normal. It's hard, though. He doesn't quite know how. Not only because he's never been a husband before, or married, or in a relationship. Subnote, he's never really, like, officially been together with someone. I think there was, like, a time back in the Order where he, like, kind of had, like, a love interest, but, like, it never really manifested. So this is also weird and awkward to him, and he's faking it a little bit. All right. What would you like to do?
I think we have to go and talk to a few people. Well, not you, more so me. Maybe one person in particular that might have a vendetta for me currently.
I am not entirely sure how you want to go about that, but I suppose it would be best to handle it sooner rather than later. I don't know if it needs to be immediate.
No, I kind of want to just sit down right now with you, if that's okay.
Yeah, we can sit down. Catan, using his abilities, just manifests 2 chairs out of the ground. But it's like a love seat. It's one big chair. First, it's 2 chairs, and then he looks at her and he sees that she's like, oh, that's neat, right? And then he kind of like melds them together and then watches her reaction. And he sees that she probably enjoys that a little bit more, the idea of like a love seat together. And then he like makes on like the back of it has like a heart shape. But then it gets like a little warped because he's new at this. He's trying to like do it on the fly. And then he just kind of makes it look normal.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite player, Matt, and welcome to this week's Middle Break. This is officially the last Middle Break of this first entire campaign. And what a time it was, huh, everybody? We still are going to do one more Q&A since we haven't done one in a long time. I don't know why we haven't done one in a long time, but we haven't. But we are going to have one last block party to finish up the campaign, so make sure you get your questions in. If you have any burning questions, behind the scenes questions about the stories, characters, make sure you throw them in our Discord because we want to make sure we answer everyone's questions about stuff. So it'll probably be a longer one, but either way, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hopefully. Anyways, okay. If you want us to keep making these wonderful stories, there's a couple things you can do to help our podcast continue to grow. The first thing is subscribe, rate, and review to our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher you use. Obviously, we're there. Go there, hit the subscribe button, download the episodes, give us a 5-star rating, and make sure to write a little review about why you like us so other people who stumble across our podcast might think that they would like us too. Also, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits, and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We're always posting content to those places. Best thing you could do, share that content to your own platforms. Tag people that you think might like what we create. We're only growing through word of mouth. So if you could do those little things, I promise you it really does go a long way. One of the ways we like to give back to all of y'all is we have a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. Come in there, talk about the show, talk about the cast, talk about the characters, but there's also places that you could just come in and hang. It's a safe, inclusive space that we've built out over the last couple of years. We're really happy with what it has become. And if you're not part of it yet, well, what the heck are you waiting for? You might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to help you do all these things, but where do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/New Crits on the Block will get you to all the places that I just mentioned. And some places I didn't have time to mention, linktr.ee/New Crits on the Block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode, finishing out our first campaign. Wowzers. It's weird to say. It's weird to edit this podcast, or this episode, I should say. It's just, it's kind of wild. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the ride so far. And we'll have one more Q&A, and then we get kicked off with Ben's mini campaign that he's very excited about. So stick with us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, but let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. So until then, be safe out there. Be excellent to each other. We love you all. Bye-bye.
We are back with the other three, with Awen, Leaf, and Boral. You guys are at the camp. Most of the people are cleaning everything up, getting ready to go their separate ways. People are saying their goodbyes, exchanging gifts, contact information.
Writing have a great summer in their yearbooks.
Yeah.
Stay cool.
Stay cool.
Stay cool. See you next year.
Awen leaves a little like 2-finger point with sunglasses, like sketch of himself in each one.
See you next war.
No, I'm saving this whole page for Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah wanted this whole entire page. God, I
Whole
hated when
page.
people said that. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're going to see him next week.
That's what I wrote in Ben's yearbooks every year, was like, see you tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
I literally live 5 houses away from you.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, dude.
See you probably tonight.
In some cases, I'll see you in the room next to me, too.
Yeah. I'll see you when we get home.
Yeah, see you when we get home.
I'll meet you at the car we drove together.
Yeah.
What do you want for lunch?
Yeah, right. Just write that on.
Fucking Mikasitas, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chimichanga from Mikasitas.
they were so good. I want to
They were
find
so
those
good,
people.
dude.
We had this restaurant in town called Mikasitas that made the cheapest. They were like $3 or something. I think they were $3.95, and they were these giant burritos. Granted, this was 20 years ago, so I guess that was reasonably priced. But they were these giant burritos that just contained nothing but meat and cheese, and they were deep fried.
Chimichangas.
And I can
I love
still
chimichangas.
taste them, and the way they did their beef, they were just so good. And the business, I'm so sorry that business went under. Like if you let me go back in time and they were like, hey, we're going to double the prices, but they'll stick around another 20 years. I was like, you got it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. Pay any price.
And then it got replaced with that restaurant that served.
Yeah.
it served Mexican food, but there was an African mural painted on the wall, but the waitress was wearing a McDonald's uniform, and I just didn't quite know what was happening.
It was
A lot going on.
wild. And he's not being sarcastic. That is the facts that happened when we walked in there when they had new ownership. And we were like, oh, we're never coming here again.
And I was like, oh, there's like an elephant, but also like a tree. Like this is clearly like the African savanna. Like somebody took this out of The Lion King and just like put it right on the wall.
In a Mexican restaurant.
And I was like, okay. And then I was like, so we're eating some type of food from Africa. And then they were like rice and beans and taquitos. And I'm like, oh, and they like weren't that good. And I'm like, all right. Yeah. I've
been craving the workshop lately.
I don't know.
The workshop's hella good. The Cajun place here, Ben?
I've never been there.
Oh, dude. Their pot
It's
pies,
hella
their
good.
chicken pot pie. Oh, fucking.
We'll go there someday.
Give it a hush puppy.
Their freaking po' boys. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, that place closed down, and then it later on got replaced by a Indian place that was pretty good, but then they burned down. And I'm pretty sure they did it for the tax money. I mean, for the insurance money, because they like never reopened. It happened like right during COVID. They burned down, and then everyone who just vanished.
They're working on it now.
They've been working on it for like 4 years.
It's actually like coming together in there. They're like finishing the walls and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
Brian, as a
progress.
contractor, does it take 4 years to rebuild the inside of a 500 square foot building?
Yeah, when you don't have money, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
The three of you are kind of off doing your own thing. As Lorelei approaches the three of you, Boral, at this point, you would kind of are getting used to controlling the flames. You're not flamed on. You're not a big pyre of fire right now. You've kind of controlled it down to where you just have like your red eyes, and your hair kind of looks like it's on fire, but not really. It just looks really like red and has like some yellow.
I've got it down to embers.
streaks. Yeah. Lorelei approaches the three of you. So that's it, huh? We're done, I guess.
Done, you mean like fighting gods and saving the world and stuff?
Yeah, be honest, I wasn't really trying to plan too much ahead because didn't really know what was going to happen. Didn't know if we were all going to be here still.
So you're saying you didn't have faith in me then? Is that what I'm picking up here?
Oh, God. Catan,
Okay, well, great start to this relationship, I guess.
I have been waiting for you for, 50 odd years, maybe 100 at this point?
Yeah, I don't know what the elf time
Yeah.
frame is.
So, no, I had faith in you. I just didn't know what the outcome was going to be.
That's what I mean. You didn't have faith that we were going to win.
No, I knew you. I hoped. That was where I wanted things to be, but I didn't really plan for. She looks over to Boral. People to become titans.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really planned for that.
Yeah, like what? Boral, what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna just kind of float around and be a god and stuff? You
Just
gonna-
floating around in the sky.
Just be in people's houses. Like, God damn it, get him out of here. Just like flap around at me.
like a fucking bird that gets stuck
Just
in
keep
someone's
hitting the
house.
window.
Yeah, just-
Left the window open.
Yeah.
God damn it,
The window's
there's so many
open, but you
Borals
keep
around
flying
now.
next to it. You keep hitting the sliding glass door beside it. You're like, God, for fuck's sake. They
is
find
why-
their way in, then they can't get out.
this is why I
watching
hate
people in the
summer.
shower.
It's just always Borals around.
That's funny. I like that.
And like, Leaf, for you, what are you like? What I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, what's your guys' plans? I know what me and Awen are gonna be doing for the next few years, or decades, I guess.
Oh my God, what have I done?
I'm talking about the kingdom.
It's
Aegon.
literally
right.
centuries, just to remind you.
No,
you guys lived for a very long time.
Yes. Sorry, continue.
because we're going to be pretty busy trying to get Avelios out there. I guess we're to like run a campaign of some sort to get the word out.
Yeah, I guess so. Do we need to like hire a campaign manager or, I mean, can you do that?
I mean, I have a little bit of marketing experience, but not.
Well, Bora, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. You want to run a campaign? You got nothing going on.
I could think of 5,000 things I'd rather do than that.
Name them.
Name 3.
Name 50.
No, I want all of them.
All 5,000.
Be a long episode.
20 years later.
Well, technically, all Lorelai and you 3 all have that kind of time because even halflings live, I think, until like 300 or something.
Yeah, they pull like 250
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And yes, we'll be campaigning something, I guess.
I did kind of want to spend a little bit of time with Leland and get him situated.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go do your
Just
thing, babe.
wailing in
Oh,
the
good.
background. Can somebody cast calm emotions on that boy?
Well, and I figured it would be, God, it kind of sounds a little selfish, but I think it would be really good for Avelios if one of us was there to help and kind of also put a good word in with the humans about what else coming and integrating with them.
Yeah, why do you think that's selfish?
It kind of feels like I'm using him in a sense.
Well, that's
to-
politics, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say, welcome to politics.
Yeah,
Welcome to
I know it
politics,
just feels a
baby.
little skeevy, but like I know it's best intentions.
At least he's alive. I sort of used a dead person to start my platform and my campaign. So, you know.
It was kind of rude. It was sort of
Yeah.
in the middle of the funeral.
Yeah.
But
By the way, a dead person that you first rescued. You were the
Yes.
first person to meet her.
That's right. So we have a connection, and I think
Had a
she would
connection.
understand wherever she is. Wherever she is, she'd understand what I was doing. And she'd probably just go, "Oh, Awen, you silly little scampy boy," and that would be it. It'd be fine. I'm doing this for the greater good, right? You have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. I don't like eggs, but you know the saying.
Crack a few philibus.
You have to crack a few ice queens to United Nation. You know
no.
how that goes.
You know that common saying we all have.
Saying now.
How about this? How about this, Lorelai? We will help Leland in whatever way we can, and people can form their own optics and thoughts about that.
Yeah, and we'll pass out some flyers at the same time.
The buses at the same time, yes. Two
We
pair
did
of
finish
keys with one stone.
the bullet train, the arrow train.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, that is actually finished.
Great.
Though I
Oh,
think
wonderful.
maybe we make it longer now. We can get into that later.
We'll get into the logistics of things. Yes, that's all the civil planning is. I don't want to get bogged down in that.
I don't want to worry about the safety of how this is built.
No, that's not my job.
Yeah, that's the
I'm the face.
that's
I'm the face.
elfin engine. I try to put like elfin engineer together.
Elfineering.
Elfineering.
I think,
Yeah.
I think it'd be like
Yes, the elfineer's
wood
job.
carving or woodworking.
Yes, the woodworking department. That's their,
Wooden train. Oh boy.
that's their thing.
It works.
Public woodportation. I don't know.
All right. So, Lorelai, you asked me what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start small, and I'm going to travel and kind of help out little people and restore faith. And starting, with smaller folk, because that's, I think, how I could be the most good is helping people find their passion, and that grows into something much larger. Word of mouth, people talk, people start feeling good. And I think I'm going to start with my own hometown. I'm going to go back and see my father. And just kind of help kickstart the rebuild of my home and then move on from there. I don't know what the rest of my days look like, but I'm going to start there.
Well, just know you always have a place in Avelios for waiting for you.
Is that really up to you, or is that more Eowyn now?
Eowyn, are you actually going to handle any of that stuff? She looks to Eowyn.
No, but we'll have our finest Murphy bed ready for you, Boro, whenever you decide to drop by.
Those are always the worst.
It'll be the softest.
No, wasn't Murphy beds the thing that we all slept on in Hagar's tower?
Yeah.
the first time?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was the callback.
I was going to say, I remember Murphy beds.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a finest one for you whenever you have your own little wing in the castle, mostly because you'll catch everything else on fire if you go somewhere else. So we need to fireproof that space.
Fire retardant.
Yes. So
You really shouldn't be allowed to come into a kingdom made of trees.
made of wood, where everything is made of wood.
He'll be able to control his powers, hopefully by then, right?
Of course I will, and I did the first time too. Well, wait,
Kind of.
kind of.
Ish.
Yeah, for a person whose joke was that you always accidentally set everything on fire, we have really chosen a bad outcome
Now
for you.
now it's deliberate. Now I set things deliberately on fire. It's not an accident anymore.
Now he chooses the fires he sets.
Now I choose the things I burn down.
And I choose everything.
Everything must
He's
go.
like, you know what?
all over
Literally a fire sale, whereas it's for sale because it's on fire.
Fuma had the right idea.
Well, you're just like, oh, I get it. Fuma just did it all by accident because he was just on fire all the time.
Yeah, he
Yeah, you
didn't
didn't even mean
to.
to do that.
He was just
I
walking
don't
through
mean
rooms.
to catch everything. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? It's like King Midas, just touches everything to gold. He's like, fuck.
Melted again.
That reminds me of that commercial where the guy,
Melted again.
everything he touched turned into Skittles.
Oh, yeah.
That would suck. Try going to the bathroom. God.
What?
You touch a toilet and it would fucking turn into Skittles.
I'm worried about touching
Oh, I
something
thought you were
else.
saying
but
like
okay.
touch your wiener and it turns to Skittles.
Well, that too. You got to be careful with those hands, man.
That's what I was more worried about.
You have to, can you wear gloves, you think? Who knows?
If you
Oh, yeah,
touch your
is it
own
like a
body,
rogue
does it
situation?
turn to Skittles though? Because you can touch
You
yourself.
can't even, oh God, he could never have sex.
No.
Well, you could.
Well, you can.
Just with Skittles.
Ends in Skittles, which is a tasty treat. So
Which is a tasty treat.
Ending sex with saying, oh, I skittled is really funny.
sorry, baby, I skittled you.
Oh, I skittled.
Where do you want my Skittles?
Oh, I'm gonna skittle. I'm gonna skittle.
Oh,
gonna
shit,
skittle,
I
I'm gonna skittle.
pre-skittled, man. I pre-skittled. Fuck.
Pre-skittled.
Oh,
They
yeah,
say
baby. You want to taste the rainbow?
bitch.
I got the verse.
I was saying it too. Oh my God. Well, Skittles, you can have that one. If you'd like.
Yeah.
Do you have
If you're
problems
listening.
with premature skittling? Call your doctor.
If your Skittles last for more than
Sorry.
4 hours.
Sorry, it's been a while. I haven't skittled.
I haven't skittled.
That's that whiskey Skittle for you.
Whiskey
No.
skittle.
Gross.
That is fucking gross.
I know people do that, right? They put like Skittles in vodka and let them sit there for a long time to get the soak up the flavor or whatever. I've seen people do it with the gummy bears, but it congeals.
Yeah, they do it
It's
with all
really
kinds of
gross.
stuff.
Yeah. Sounds disgusting.
Or like,
Jello, that's where like the basic concept of Jello shots came from.
I think it came from Jello, but
Very good, Jake.
I don't think they started
Good
it
job.
from gummy
There was
bears.
a
Might be
really
onto something
disgusting
here.
medicine one time that a patient didn't want to take, so I tried to mix it with Jello. I microwaved Jello, put the medicine in it, froze refrigerated it, and tried to get him to take it like a Jello shot, and it still was really fucking gross.
I bet.
It didn't work. I tried though.
How do you know? Did you taste it?
I could smell it, and they
Okay.
wouldn't
Oh.
taste it. They wouldn't take it. They're dead now.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, they got better. I'm just kidding. They got better. But they really didn't want to take their medicine. I was
man.
really doing a lot of backflips here to try to get them to do it.
Lorelai looks over to you, Leaf. What about?
Oh, right, me.
Yeah. What about you?
Yes. Well, I think I have to go home and tell my family what happened to my brother. I don't know if they know. So I'll do that, and then I don't know. I guess I'll try to honor him and Mel best I can somehow.
She puts a hand on your shoulder. Leaf, I liked you the most.
Really?
Yeah, really. And you're going to do great things. And just like we told Boral, if you're ever in the area, stop by, say hello.
Do I have a Murphy bed for me?
Of course.
A little one?
The smallest.
Thank you. Lorelai, just lady to lady, if you don't mind, one more lady promise.
Yeah, of course.
And Leaf's going to kind of look behind over at Awen and be like,
You take care of him. Please keep him out of trouble.
I'll try.
He's not going to make it easy for you, so it's going to be hard work.
Has it ever been easy?
Nope.
It took him over a century to admit that he likes me.
I know.
Did you hear him? He made it official.
I know. I'm very proud of him. So yeah, but because of that, he's gonna. I don't think he understands quite what he just signed up for. So just go easy on him, okay?
Yeah, I will.
You basically made a 1,000-year commitment to a puppy.
basically.
It's just going to chew on everything and pee everywhere, but be really cute while doing it. I'm not sure how long you can tolerate this.
I've put up with him for this long.
Here's his leash. He needs to be fed twice a day. Thank you, Lorelai.
And I'm just going to give her a big hug after our little lady promise.
Yeah, she kneels down and gives you a big hug. I'll miss you, Leaf. Stay safe out there, okay?
I'll miss you too.
And Lorelai stands back up. Well, I suppose this is goodbye for now. Luckily, we all have fairly long lifespans. So I'm sure we'll be seeing each other shortly. She turns over to Awen. I'm going to go help Leland. Are you coming with? Or are you heading back to Avelios?
Well, I should probably head back to Avelios, I think, to sort of, start getting my cabinet together and start, honestly, getting myself integrated with my kingdom. I guess I should probably be, a figurehead there to rally the troops behind me. God, I keep saying these really dictator-sounding things.
Takes some
that's
time.
something I'm going to have to work on that.
At least you acknowledge it.
Yeah. But yes, I think heading back to Avelios is for now the best place for me to be, so I could start being more of a public figure and take my rightful place on the throne, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how that all shakes out once we get together with everybody else.
Sounds good. Okay, well, I will I'll probably send you some letters. Update you on what's going on.
Actually, hey, Boral, if you didn't I don't know how your powers work, but you still got that BT?
Yeah, I still have it.
Yeah, could you pop that out of your little fire ear and hand it to Lorelei there? I feel like you don't need it anymore since you're
I'm just in your head always. So.
yeah. You just kind of do whatever. So I feel like that piece of technology won't really suit you, and I think Lorelei might be able to get a little better use out of it.
Yeah, I'll take it out and hand it to Lorelei.
She takes it and looks at it. And she's like, I'm going to wait to put this in.
It's a little hot. Hot potato.
That and you've been wearing this for a long time.
Yeah, oh my God, I can hear things so well now.
But it's probably sterilized at this point.
True.
Do we know that about science in this world?
Yeah,
do we know that heat
germs?
like sterilizes things? I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, yes, wear it whenever you like. But that would be better than writing letters to each other.
True. This will come in handy.
Yes.
Well, goodbye, Leaf and Boral, and I'll see you around. And Lorelei starts to walk over to Leland, who's not looking too great right now. Still looks pretty distraught. You can see her kind of put an arm around his shoulder as she gets him to stand up and start walking towards one of the carts. Ulrich kind of starts to walk over to all of you. Well, I kind of overheard all that stuff, so I'm not going to ask you again what you guys are doing, because that would get really old if we just did this with every character. But I just wanted to say thank you for everything. I don't think anyone would have survived if it hadn't been for all of you and all the sacrifices you've made. I don't know if you all want this, but people have been talking about making a memorial for all of you, a statue, if you will, in Waterdeep to commemorate all of your sacrifices for everyone and everything you did. So at some point we will need you to go to Waterdeep and I suppose make some poses or whatnot for this said statue. But this is a little awkward.
Why is it awkward?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well, and he looks over to where all the ashes lay. I was really hoping she'd be here for this. And then he looks towards everyone that's reminiscing and a lot more cheerful after the events of yesterday. Everyone seems a lot more hopeful of the future. I just wish she could have seen this. I know not many people are going to want to see it, but I'm going to commission my own statue for her somewhere. I'm not sure where quite yet. But I just hope that you'll all maybe visit her one day, I guess. But I have to go and help our new king take over Waterdeep and start that process, which I think he's also taking over Neverwinter now and Luskin, and it's going to be a lot of work. But I just wanted to say thank you. Truly.
Thank you for all your help along the way.
I don't think any of one of us could have done it alone. It's crazy that this is where we are after how we met.
Yeah, thanks for tricking us into helping you, I guess. You're welcome for that.
It was a weird time.
It was a different time back then.
It's a lot lighter and more joyful for sure, but I think those times will come back. But I think this is goodbye for now. And I wish all of you luck on your journeys and whatever the future may hold. And if you see Catan, tell him I said thank you too. I kind of just vanished.
Yeah, how rude, you know?
Yeah, we hate guys that do that.
Hate it.
Ulrich puts his hand out to shake your guys' hands.
Oh. I will extend my hand to his as well.
Yeah, he gives you a nice, good, firm handshake as he makes the rounds and gives a handshake to everyone. And he turns and starts to walk towards the cart where Lorelei and Leland are, leaving the three of you by yourselves. And as you all kind of look towards each other and look around the camp, how do you guys say goodbye to each other?
Well, time to hit the old dusty trail.
See ya, losers.
You know, sniff you jerks later. I got a castle to run. Leaf, I guess you go garden. Can I commission you for our garden?
Oh, yeah, you need some gardening done?
Probably. I mean, we're really trying to do a whole rebrand with our
Make Amelios great
really again. No, I won't say it. I won't say it.
But if someone else says it,
But
I mean, correct them.
I think I already actually did say that.
Yeah, no,
you did actually say that before.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yep.
I mean, so we really want to get out and put our best wizard foot forward, as the saying goes.
Okay.
So yeah, if you could help with that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I could do that. I've got some ideas.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Boral, if you, I mean, we always need heat for stuff, so you know. So you know, drop on by whenever.
Just think of me real hard, and I'll hear it, and I'll.
Do you have like a little like a snow globe or something where if I shake it, you'll know and appear?
It's a hot pot.
Literally, you just have to go
Light a match.
And then
that's it?
That's it.
Maybe it's like a
okay.
Beetlejuice
I can do that.
situation. Just even when.
You have to do it in front of 10 people, though.
Oh, it's got to be in front of 10 people. Okay, hold on.
10 people.
Eowyn takes out a little note, piece of parchment, all right, 10 people, think really hard. Okay, got it. So, I mean, this isn't really goodbye, right? Everyone is just like a see you later.
Yeah, I guess I'm just we're going together to the
Oh,
castle?
no.
Not me.
You do your own thing.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were hiring me and I have
Well,
a job now.
Well, you need to.
I thought
Leaf, you need to
weren't
go
you like
home.
Yeah, you need to go home first. I thought
Oh,
that was
right.
your. Yeah, remember?
Yes, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. Yes.
If you want, I can
I'll go
come with
home.
you to go home.
Yes. No, I have to do this on my own.
You don't have to.
Okay, I mean, if you want to come, you could
No,
come.
no, not me.
I didn't say you.
Let me be clear.
I didn't say
Again.
you. I'm
Oh, okay,
saying
sorry.
the royal you.
That's not okay. Well, that's me. I am the royal.
Oh,
you.
right. Sorry, Your Highness. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's fine.
Boral, if you want to, yes. I have to go tell them some pretty hard news, so it's not going to be very fun. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll come and build your royal garden or
Yeah, that's
whatever.
fine. Well, hey, you
Okay.
you do you, and you come on over whenever you're ready.
Okay.
The three of you start to go your own ways. Boral and Leaf start their trek to Leaf's home. Awen, you start your journey back to Avelios. And the world is finally at peace.